Hey everybody, listen, before you watch this video, do me a favor. You need to like it if you're on that kind of platform, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that bell. The algorithms out here, they killing the player. In fact, they killing everybody out here. For all of you, if you're really a fan of mine, I need you to hit that bell. It's on most of these platforms. I need you to subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell. That bell is going to let you override the algorithm, get notifications so we can increase engagements and get down on this piece. Hit that bell. All right, so you all want me to talk about life.
Yes.
And then cameraman,
Yes.
Chris, want me to talk about how to get this MF and money is his exact words.
Yes. I would like you to talk on, so within life, the way you get this MF and money through life is.
All right, so let's talk about good life equals good money.
Amen. All right.
Is that fair?
That's it.
Yes.
Good life equals good money, and also good money does not equal good life. We'll come back to that. But good life always equals good money. Huh? You do your thing. Even the private ones, you can do your thing. You can do your thing. He wanna.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You do your thing. You show them. Now, a good life equals good money all the time, but good money does not equal a good life all the time.
You shocked me over that.
Yes.
People out of money, they live miserable.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So let's break down what I'm calling money.
Okay.
But forget the fact that money is just energy, and we call money a currency, and currency means energy. Forget that esoteric talk that everyone knows. So it ain't so esoteric. Forget that. Let's just break down what money is. It is a storehouse of wealth and a means to purchase something. That's it. It's only two functions money have. You follow me so far?
Say that again.
It is a storehouse of wealth. That means a storehouse of wealth. Literally, it's explained and said. And then it is a medium of exchange.
Okay.
That's all it is. Money is nothing else. In truth, it is energy. It is currency. It is all that other good stuff. You feel me? It is that stuff. But I don't want to talk about the philosophical stuff of it. I want to talk about the practical, like how money exists on earth. It is a medium of exchange and a storehouse of wealth. Do you understand? So is Bitcoin money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Oh.
It's a trick question. It acts as money, but since they haven't figured out how to make it a medium of exchange yet, it can't be money. But it is a storehouse of wealth, assuming that Bitcoin continues to stay a viable, Now, but it's blockchain technology, which Bitcoin is a side effect or product of, right? So blockchain technology is what Bitcoin actually comes from. It's a technology. So Bitcoin cannot be money. I'm not telling you. Should I invest in Bitcoin? It's up to you. But until it is a medium of exchange and a storehouse of wealth, it is not money. This is very important. Like you need to, like all three of you need to receive what I'm saying, because you asked me to talk about this. And I made a bold statement. Good life equal good money.
Right.
But good money does not equal good life. So before I can move forward into many things I got to say about this subject, you should probably hold on to the fact that you don't know what money is. Or you turn it completely off. Or however you want to do it. You don't know what money is. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what money is. Money is a medium of exchange and a storehouse of wealth. You follow me so far? All right. Now, so I'm saying good life equals a lot of medium of exchanges
Yeah.
and a lot of storehouses of wealth,
All right.
and a lot of medium in exchanges and a lot of storehouses of wealth does not equal good life. Now it's making some sense, because you don't need money to have wealth. Because what do you do with? Okay, what I said, you spend it, but you spend it on something you're exchanging it for.
Yeah.
So there are people that make $35,000 a year with a lifestyle far better than yours.
Yeah.
There's a lady out there right now, somewhere in the world, with a fully loaded Honda Civic with a DVD player in it, and has 100% happiness score in her life. In a 2-bedroom house that she owns, with a cat and 1.2 children.
1.2.
Because that's like the average American
1.2.
at 1.2 children. So she's got 1.2 kids in the house, and she's happy as hell. You know, there's a point. So you go to, I believe it's Abraham. It's Maslow. I just always forget his first name. I think it's Abraham though. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Does money buy happiness? Yes. Stop letting people tell you it does not. But it only buys happiness to a certain point. If you're under a bridge with chapped lips and mosquitoes bite you every 30 seconds and you haven't eaten in 17 days and it's cold and your feet are frostbitten and it's cold, I'm saying it again, and you have no way to use the restroom with dignity, pride, peace, and safety. If I give you $30,000, that would absolutely buy you 30,000 happinesses.
Yes, it would.
Do you understand? But if you have $30,000 and I give you another $30,000, that won't buy you $30,000 of happiness. So if you want $1 million and you already are at $35,000 a year, $1 million doesn't equal 1 million happies. It only buys it up to a certain point, and it's that 1 and 2. So there's like 5 levels of this Maslow hierarchy of needs. 1 and 2, the basic needs, and then the second level, I won't break it down right now. Just 1 and 2, that's it. And that's your government's job. Your government is supposed to do 1 and 2. That's it. Your government says, I will do what I can to make sure you're not under a bridge. The government says, I give you some safety. That third part, them social relationships, that's on you. I'm not fit to federally sanction that y'all need to be Grace friend. It's not fit to be law. I'm not fit to go, well, this is you mistreated Grace. We're going to stop. You get it.
Yeah.
All right. That's not the government's job, and it's not my job. It's your job. So do we understand, are we tracking that the way I'm using money is proper as a medium of exchange and a storehouse of wealth? Now, let's launch. Are you ready now?
Yeah, how to get my money.
How to get your MF and money. All right. Now, before I teach you how to get your money through, I guess what would be law of attraction, let me teach you why you should get your money. Is this fair? Can I teach you? Is your camera on back there? I know the company camera. We live. All right. I know the company camera on. All right. Y'all ready? Go get your Bible. Is there a Bible in this place? Because you like your Bible. There's a Bible right here. There's literally a Bible right here.
Yeah, there's 2 of them actually.
But then both of y'all need Bibles. Is there a third Bible in this place?
Yes.
You are such a Christian. You got Bibles everywhere. You just,
You know this is wrong talk.
you know.
Talking about money, we bought the Bible.
I got to bring the Bible. There's 3. No, he need a Bible.
Yeah.
Cameraman need a Bible. Girl, you got 3 Bibles within 6 feet of each other.
It's
And there's some back there. You making your daddy proud.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to show him this video. Y'all don't know her daddy's a deacon of a Baptist church. He'd be proud. Grace, you read your Bible? That's what he ask you? I know that's right. You a high five, girl. You done made your daddy proud. Yeah, 3 Bibles. I said, is there a Bible? I should have saw a face. Like, really? You asking me, is there a Bible? Is there a Bible?
I knew it.
And then it was sitting next to me. I thought we was going to have some long search for a Bible. Or you was going to go, you know what? I just lose one on my phone, right? Something like that. You was, oh, no. We got the printed life of Jesus here. I understand.
We have the NASB, we got King James, and we got...
I ain't even tripping about the translations. All the translations, fantastic. I don't care. I just want to use a sacred text. If you was Islamic, I would ask for the Quran because I know these all over. I just want to go one place before I tell you how you get this MFN money. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why you should get it because it's been said by every ascended master that you need to get it or you suck. It is rough.
I need to get this money.
It is rough. Yes, I need to get this money. Forget Ecclesiastes where it says money is the solution to everything. It does say that. It does say that. It's like Ecclesiastes 10:18 or something. Answer all things.
Money, wealth, and religious text. We're getting the whole thing.
Go ahead and pull up Ecclesiastes. I wouldn't even. This ain't one of. Yes, you're getting out because you want me to answer this quick. They asked for this, y'all. They asked for this. You wanted me to do this here. Ecclesiastes 10:18, I believe is what it is, or 10:8. But that ain't what I was trying to do.
I'm going to speak to my live audience.
Speak to your live audience. Yeah.
So, let me go ahead and draw. All right, here, doing some learning, but also we're talking about money, wealth, and religious text. So, we're about to go real raw.
Well, I ain't trying to.
But we pretty much pushed it too because I know a lot of groups, organizations don't want to say certain things, but I think on this live.
Oh, nah, you ain't gonna. I ain't proud with that.
So, I'm going to switch it back to you so you can say it because there's plenty of times when it comes to churches, kind of
10:19.
like that, when we talk about money, there's a lot of confusion and clash. So we're going to go right into it.
That's it. I appreciate you. All right. So y'all know how we do it. Okay. We obviously we in 4K. They getting it. 10:19. This isn't what listen, I don't care nothing about what this sacred text says as far as what I'm this argument or any sacred text. They all say the same thing. But before you ask how, you need to know why. Because how doesn't matter. Why is important. You read 10:19, you read 10:19.
Men, prepare a meal for enjoyment, and wine makes life merry, and money is the answer to everything.
That's in there. That's in there.
Yes, sir.
That's in there.
And then italicized a little over, it says answers all.
A feast is made for laughter, and wine makes merry, but money answers everything.
Is it safe to say I didn't put that in there today? Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I know.
I just need a moment.
Everybody needs a moment when they find it out.
I ain't never.
I know.
The good book says money answers all things.
A lot of people who say the Bible says don't know what the Bible says.
Why hasn't our pastor said that? Never mind, I said too much. I'm going to be quiet.
All right, now. Okay. That ain't where I wanted you to go. That isn't why. That's just a strong declaration that says, stop tripping. Money does answer everything. Please know that the protagonist, you're going to need this again. Y'all going to need this again. The protagonist of the Bible, I want to be respectable here, the Christian Bible, because that's different. That implies there's a New Testament. Okay. The protagonist of the Christian Bible, and now I'm saying the protagonist of the New Testament would be Jesus. All right then. And the whole Bible, as far as Christianity goes, would be Jesus. So it's called the whole. So if you say the Holy Bible, you're speaking Christianity. Because I'm gonna keep it because you're Christian. So I'm gonna keep it in Christianity. Is that fair? Because that's not the same in the Torah or just you get it. And I wouldn't call the Torah the Old Testament because that's disrespectful. Because it implies that there's a New Testament. The Torah or Tanakh would be more. It's just what you call the Old Testament, but that is the Bible to Orthodox Jews. Yes, so I wouldn't dare. If you were Jewish, I wouldn't dare say Old Testament. It's my job to be all things for all people, so I can have these conversations. All right, now there you go. John 15, verse 7. 7 is not the power verse. I just want to set it up, if you don't mind. Now, just for y'all on camera, now, I do this every day of my life. I am born for this. I can do this in the Quran. I can do this in Sikh, which I could do this everywhere. It's not in Sikh. Sikh actually has what I call the last living guru. But anyway, chapter 7, verse 7, please.
If you abide in me,
Uh-huh.
and my
Stop. Everybody quotes that verse.
mm-hmm.
That's why I want you to set it up. Remember I said the same thing. Everybody. Everybody.
Very common.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Read the next one. Mm-hmm.
By this is my Father glorified.
All right, stop right there. This is what you call a demon. Wait. Don't read ahead. This, she had a revelation. By this, by is a preposition. This demonstrative pronoun is also the antecedent pointing back to whatever was said in verse 7.
When you abide.
So as you abide in me, what's the rest of it? This is very important.
And my words abide in you.
Okay, so watch what she says. As you are in God, and as God is in you. Can you finish that verse?
You will ask what you desire, and it shall be done for you.
As you are in God. Remember I'm saying, you ask how I get this MF money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you why. Because how does it matter? The reason why you should have it is because if you are truly of God, and God is in you, then whatever you
Ask what you desire, and it'll be done for you.
It's not saying it now. The reason why y'all can't get stuff done for you, because y'all either ain't asking, or you ain't in God, or God ain't in you. I'm not making it up. It's him. Read it again. Read it again.
I feel that. You know how you can feel when something is true?
That's it.
I feel that.
If y'all ain't got no money, you either ain't asking for it, ain't in what great source, what is in you. This is how. Which is why I don't have to address how.
You do realize that's going to aggravate a lot of people. Because, I'm just being honest. A lot of people don't have a lot of wealth.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But, a lot of people...
John is the most favorite gospel of Christians. It's the gospel that makes Jesus God first and becomes man. It is the gospel that gives you an idea of a age there and an age down here. Without the gospel, if you snatch John from the Bible, you wouldn't even understand a heaven or afterlife. Half of your theology comes from John. And this is St. John. John says that Jesus says that 3 thoughts. If you abide in source. Matthew said the same thing. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. He only said heaven because he didn't want to say God. It's the same thing. Seek ye first the kingdom. So if you're in what is prosperity.
So basically what you're saying, if you're in line with great energy, you shall receive a lot.
As long as that great energy is also in you. Because ain't no sense of you being in alignment to somebody not sharing it with your brothers and sisters.
That's why it's always, they keep preaching like it to others.
Absolutely. So basically what we're saying is you can't love God and not love people.
Or your brother and sister and neighbor and all that.
Do you understand? See, this is why when I have these conversations, I want to take the attention off of me and put it on.
But you know what? That does make a lot of sense because if you do good to people, you shall receive a lot.
Yeah.
It's the only way you will receive a lot is to do good. This is why I started while you were setting up cameras with the meat of. So the attitude of Jesus would be Christ consciousness. There's actually a thing in here in Ephesians that says, you're good. Have in you the mind.
And John said it too. You had me study it.
It's prosperity got one voice. Whether you want to call it the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, tree huggers, Les Brown, LeBron James, and Pete Earl, and I don't even know who that last person is. I just made the name up. Okay? When prosperity talk, it says the same stuff. We argue about the little words, semantics, but prosperity has one voice. Just one. Just one. And I'm prosperity right now. I'm telling you that if you are not in source, that's where I prefer to say it. And source is not in you. That's a connection. Whatever you're doing to the least of these. Is God in poverty?
No.
Is God broke?
No.
So if you are not abiding in, ain't no poverty. And then have in you, no, I believe, ain't no poverty. Then you can't make the connection. But ain't no sense in y'all making the connection like y'all do every Sunday when you go. And don't ask God boldly, is what it tells you in Hebrews. Hey, run me my money. Exceedingly and abundantly. All right. But that ain't even the verse. The next verse is a doozy.
Yes, it is.
Both of you read it. Remember, by this, by you, Chris, abiding in God, source, and by that same powerful energy abiding in you, and by you asking, by this, something proves something, please.
By this,
Say it loud, like you just say it loud.
by this, my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, so you will be my disciples.
Which makes a lot of sense.
No, I got you. Just read it real quick, because both of y'all got questions.
By this is my Father
Say
glorified.
it loud. Say it loud.
By this
Uh-huh.
is my Father glorified.
Uh-huh.
That you bear much fruit.
Come on now.
And so prove to be my disciple.
Okay. So I'll take you first, I'll take you second, and I'm about to knock the meat off that text.
So basically, we should have all our desires and much more as long as we're in the great source energy and all that much more, because he wants us to shine that light, because then he's glorified.
Can God be good if you broke?
No.
No.
Because if anything, out of honesty, I want to have a lot of wealth, because that allows me to give great scholarships and other things like that.
Can God be good if you broke?
No.
I can't give scholarships and things like that if I don't have the money.
Can God be good if you broke?
No.
This is why I wanted to define what a broke was. Having the absence of mediums of exchanges, the money, and absence of a storehouse of wealth. Because I knew where I was going. Can you tell me how good God is if your life sucks?
Nope.
No.
That's why you can't be a disciple.
And that is why you can't be a disciple. And most of the people out here believing are just believers. They're not disciples. And that's why the world is in the shape that it's in, because a lot of y'all believe, but you're not a disciple. And a disciple duplicates themselves after the likelihood of the leader. And y'all ain't leaders of the Christ consciousness. You are leaders of poverty consciousness.
Okay, so I got to put this in. This is a real question. Why is it so much advertised that, the leader has to be broken poor? Because, a lot of times when I'm not saying all churches, they always advertise and promote that it was broken, poor, doesn't have a lot of wealth.
I understand.
Like
So let's just take it out of church. I just use this. Let's just take it out of church. Every leader, they want all leaders to be poor. I got you. Just want you to think about this. We want Donald Trump to show his taxes right now so we can find out what he really got. We want Jeff Bezos to give back to the poor, even though he already does. Every time somebody make money, we say, "How dare you for making money?" It's true. So if you could take it out of church talk, they would never let. First off, I probably shouldn't say that, so I'm not.
too late now.
People can't follow a wealthy Jesus.
Yes, to be broken. It has to be
If
balanced.
if y'all knew, there's two things going on here. See, this is why y'all so silly. This is why we wish that you would stop with your divisions, because your divisions are stopping you from wealth. If Jesus was wealthy, even though Jesus had his own economy, just so you know, my man prayed and money came down in his hand and he fed 5,000 men, not including women and children. If I raise my hand up right now, thank you, and come down with $10 million, I say I'm not poor. You would say that too. And then you would say, hey, let me hold some.
Okay.
Real quick.
All right. Okay. So in fairness, your divisions are keeping you from the Christ consciousness or the source consciousness or abiding in source or source can abide in you. It's keeping you from that.
Okay, listen, because pretty much explain the vision, because like some people may have a different perspective on what they view as the vision is.
Forget all, you right.
I'm just being honest. Cause
Fair enough. But forget the vision. I love your question. I respect your question. You can't be a disciple without fruit, is what that text says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't have fruit, you are not a disciple. If you do not have fruit, you are not a disciple. If I don't have fruit, can I have kids?
no.
Get it? So if I don't have kids, can I be a father?
No.
Now, even though I could adopt, I could do all these things and father, and that's no disrespect to nobody, at the end of the day, is my bloodline anywhere? Okay. Therefore, we're talking about simple fruit and harvest. That is our fruit, seed. Fruit, seed. And it says, by this, what this? That you abiding, this abiding, and you asking. Ask, believe, receive. That you be connected to both heaven and earth at the same time and be God on earth and manifest on earth. That's that. But not just that. So by your manifestation, what this text is saying, and Chris, until you show me what you can do, you ain't no disciple. Is what it says. Until you show, read it again. Just read 8. I swear to God, it says this.
By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, so you will be my disciples.
Half y'all on planet Earth are not glorifying God. All that worship, no glory.
Okay, I'm gonna say something real quick, because we all know people like once that thing look like, oh, I did it. I got on.
And here's the deal. Even if those people say, oh, I did it and got it on my own, okay? Let's just say let's just take morality out of it. There's still more disciples than the people judging them for saying, why you.
In the face of people.
It is. But why this? Listen, y'all change this world your way. All you right people judge me and judge everybody else. You fixed it yet? Did you fix the world? You tried it your way. You've been right your whole life. It got better? Because it keep getting on it. Because y'all too right. No, it's real talk. Y'all so right. Why the world ain't getting right? It's the truth. You're so right, but the world ain't getting right. So clearly you're wrong. The harvest of this world says you're wrong. It's simple because the collective consciousness is what you have. And it hasn't risen to the individual consciousness of people like me. And until you, in fact, let me tell you, all of you listening to me. You listen to me. Y'all listen to me on these 2 cameras and all this stuff. You listen to me very well. If you want to be right about your righteousness and you still let 40,000 children die a day and you're not pissed off about that, I don't even want to hear nothing from you. Because right now, every day, 40,000 children die a day while you right. I got no respect for that. I ain't mad at it, but I ain't got no respect for it. So while you are right in your righteousness, right now, kids have died when you disagree with me.
Every day.
Of starvation. And we got mad food. I'm, with all this money, doing my best to end world hunger. Unfortunately, I got to do it by myself at this point. Because the folk who can help, they're not disciples. Because they ain't got no fruit. This is how this works.
Let me throw this in.
Hold on, let me say this inflammatory sentence I'm about to say. And then you can say it. Disagree with me. That's fine. Now come catch a flight. Oh, you can't. Because you can't afford it. Go ahead now. That's the problem. All the smart people can't afford to come argue with me in person.
But you know, like, okay, again, I'm just fully transparent, 100. Like when when that happens, they automatically go, well, I don't have a wealth, but you know, money is the root of all evil. That's
not
a
what it's at.
very quick comeback from a lot of people.
That's not what it's at.
Especially when they're, I mean, I'm educated. We all know educated people that pull that as a counter every time.
But, right? Then they go worship their football teams. Full of money. They go worship their jobs with their attendants. Full of money.
Or better yet, like there's a lot of people in my neighborhood that want to do a lot of great things, but don't have funds. But the funny thing is, again, but we always ask those who are hired bad of wealth, and those are the main contributors to these scholarships and things like that. But you talk bad.
So you blame rich.
That's what I'm getting
for why you're not.
That's a common thing that happens all the time.
But doesn't God need rich people too?
Yeah.
I think everybody can be used.
But we say that until it's somebody rich.
Now that was a real statement.
Everybody can be used, except for that rich person. Right?
Because the thing is, like, let's be honest, like, as soon as you attain a lot of wealth, it's like, oh, well, since you got into that position, you owe us. Or as soon as you say no, then you place as a bad guy.
And that proves the point, because I got you. If you are abiding in God, and God is abiding in you, then you would recognize God ain't mad at me for being rich. You are. Mm-hmm. And that's why you can't get no money. Because the same God you're trying to cut me down in love of is not mad at me. Because that same God gave me the wealth. Because money is just a form of God. Because the earth is the Lord's.
And the fullness thereof.
And money is just energy. And God put it here too. Even Jesus said, Grace, go down there and get that fish. They want us to go in here this temple. Said Peter. Mm-hmm. Grace, when you get down in that fish, it's going to be a what?
Coin.
A coin in that fish mouth. Render unto Caesar. There are two different texts. I'm doing some gumbo right now, but what belongs to Caesar? Give to God what belongs to God. This has been a deal, y'all. Go ahead, ask your question. I'm about to land.
The second land.
Going off of what Chris just said, how we condemn the rich because we expect them now that they're rich. Like we expect or we believe.
Let me stop it right there. Let me stop right there. Just get ready. Wait. Does God condemn anyone?
No.
What did you say? How did the sentence start off? Going by what Chris said, we condemn. And stop right there. The verse 7 said, abide in me, and condemning is not abiding in God. Mm-mm. And that's why you ain't got no money.
Exactly.
Keep going.
But if we pay attention, like in going off of what you said, the reason why
I didn't say nothing that wouldn't. All right, there you go.
The reason why they don't have is because they are condemning those who have. But those who have, they abide in Him as He abides in them, so they hear and they know who to go to and who not to go to. And you just so happen to be the one not to go to because you don't abide in.
That's right. That's right. Cast not thy what?
Pearl.
To what?
Swan.
Don't get mad at me.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't throw pearls to pigs.
Some just made that.
So don't get mad at Oprah for not bringing money to whatever thing you wanted to do.
But she ain't casting her pearls to swine.
Right. That's not to say that you're swine. It's just to say that if you're not abiding, She has to go wherever the abiding is. And then the money will go to what is good. Because if you're not abiding in source, you're operating in lack. And anything you do with the money is going to take care of your lack first. And that's not how the world works. If you take care of the lack of others, your lack will automatically be taken care of. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Woo, they're going to be mad at me on that one. My. Hey everybody, you may not know it, but you probably not subscribed to my videos. I appreciate you for even making me a community. Team ATS, we are here. There are 3 things that I am accomplishing and changing the world, or at least aiding to change the world. Here's thing number 1. Every single time that you watch one of these videos and every single time you subscribe, you help boost this community and help me give out a whole lot more information for free. Another thing that you're doing, and this is probably most important, you help me pay for salaries. Okay? Team ATS, the minimum wage for Team ATS, the people who work here, is $22 an hour. That's pretty cool, right? Every time that you subscribe, buy something from me, or now I'm going to ask you to go to my Patreon page and give a donation. That could be $1 a month, $3 a month, $5 a month, or if you like me, $25,000 a month. I appreciate you who's going to do that. 100% of every donation that comes through goes to salaries or video production, which is the second thing. You know, this is 4K content, right? All this stuff costs money. So instead of me taking money from people, what I'm doing is I am literally creating salaries and using this money for production and more salaries. I don't use the money for me. I am literally helping people, bringing people out of poverty. I specialize. I am so excited about group economics that I typically hire people with felonies or need a second chance, or someone, the daughter is 15 years old, they need insulin. I love those kind of people because they're hungry and they need an opportunity. So please go to Patreon. Okay, go over there right now. I'm not sure where my editing team is going to put it. It could be over here. Click one of these things. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and do a donation. Now, that's if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just set me to see first, put on the notifications, click that alert bell if you're on YouTube, however you find me, and you'll be helping that way. But if you have $1 to spare, $5 to spare, $10 to spare, I promise you, you'll be aiding people in salaries. Let's stay together. Now, if you're on the same vibration with me, if you're trying to raise the higher consciousness of this world, if you believe if you be faithful to the few, you'll become rulers over many. If you vibrate at that frequency, let's be faithful. Let's, give $1 or $2. Let's help somebody else so the universe can help us. I really appreciate you. Team ATS is in the building to stay. A third thing that I'm doing, because I promised you 3, is I've actually started my own Oprah Winfrey network, but ATS network. So expect to see a whole lot more content. Expect me to start paying content providers and content creators. Expect me to give people a platform where they can get paid for their videos. I really appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. Let's make this community one of the most popular and one of the most paid communities so we can pay others. I give you my word. 100% of the money that's drawn from these videos goes to creating salaries or upgrading equipment. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate.